Today is Tuesday, January 23rd, and you are watching SBA Today. I'm Paul Long, Assistant Vice President of SBA Lending with Gisa Credit Union in Washington State, and I am joined by the most amazing co-host ever.
Oh my gosh. Tanya Mazurik, Colorado's SBA manager and producing loan officer with Midwest Regional Bank.
Well, hey, it is a slow news week, especially since it's a slow news week when you have Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank appearing on the Small Business Committee talking about how he wants to do a PPP 2.0. Like, I don't think it can get much slower than a week for that. Um, and also,
Boring.
and I'm also
Boring.
trying to figure out like how is that your go-to person? Congress we're running the government here, and we're going to go. You know what? Let's go with a Shark Tank personality. I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. Shark Tank. Well, he's good at a lot of things, but
He
the
is.
whole Mr. Wonderful just cracks me up though. It's like, come on.
It's the
Anything putting
name.
Mr. Wonderful and attaching it, oops, to politics. I'm so sorry. Does that actually work? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't get on us for the politics. Well, okay. So one of the things I wanted to kind of to tell you about this weekend, because Paul and I were talking about it earlier, is I did a speaking. I auditioned for a, I don't know, 10X stage or whatever for the Great American Speak Off. Now, I barely heard about it and decided to do it anyway. Kind of step out on a limb because would love to be a speaker. I think, I
You
think I
did
have
good.
things to say, but it's just me. Anyway, it did not it did not land me moving on. But
Oh,
no, it's all good. It's all good because it was amazing. Here's the fun thing about it is you're in there with all these amazing speakers, right? And you're given 1 minute. 1 minute. Now, listen to how I talk. Y'all have to shut me down, right? So 1 minute is a bit of a challenge for Tanya. So and no personality can come from it, or at least I didn't do it well. Let's just put it back on me. I didn't do it well with personality.
you learn.
Um, but I got to hear everybody else's stories and just the amazing steps that they're taking, right? And of course, me being me always comes back to business and taking that first step. And I mean, what do we tell our little entrepreneurs and our business owners? My goodness, okay, they're taking the first step. So I had a borrower call. He's not ready. He's not ready. I mean, his credit's pretty much in the tanked, like he told me. Doesn't have equity to put in, doesn't have collateral to back it, and yet wants to do a startup. So I gave him the time of day to talk to him about it and just really encourage him. I was like, you might not be ready right now, but listen, you took a step. You took that first step. So many out there do not take that first step. And so they don't get very far, right? So it's taking
Yeah.
that first step. It's uncomfortable, it's hard, it's scary, but many don't even take that. And so he came back and was like, thank you so much for the encouragement. Same as in my speaking. The judge listening, whether good or not, was like, "Oh, thank you, Tanya. That was really good. I really appreciate the story." um, and others, texted. All the people in the room texted as well, and it was amazing. We were all there for each other. But yeah, you businesses, and whether you're a new lender, take that first step.
No,
So
that's a very good point. And again, you're absolutely right. We say that to our customers every day, and sometimes we need a reminder, right? As
always.
we're going out and doing things and getting out there and doing it on stage. So good job
Yep.
for you for stepping out and doing that. That's awesome.
Ooh, look at me
That's
go.
awesome. Speaking of embarrassing events like speaking, I hear you also had a another embarrassing thing that happened this week. What or this weekend? What happened?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Then I'm gonna have to pull this up and actually tell you. So I was going to lunch with a friend. And now, guys, we should probably recheck text or emails or communications or anything that we're putting out there to make sure that it's actually saying what we intend for it to say, because I
Yep.
did not do that. And I'm going to look over here for a second. I did not do that. What I texted her is I'm casual as well. Mascara only, hair in a quick updo, leggings, and tees. Now, I may get bleeped for that. So if I get bleeped, I'm going to tell y'all the word, if they bleep me, is TTIES. Okay. Now, so if I get bleeped, now you know what I'm talking about. So this is what I said. I did not intend that. I about fell on the floor dying when I reread it, right? And then and so I tell her, I was like, no, that's supposed to say tennis, like tennis shoes. But my phone auto-corrected. I didn't pay attention and I sent it. Got a great laugh out of it. Now it gets better. It gets better. Well, one, she was really, really glad that, I made sure to bring a body part. But
Yeah.
I'm telling somebody else about it, right? And they're laughing at me and they're like, well, you must be saying bleep a lot because
That's
phone
exactly what I was thinking.
auto-corrected to that. And I was like, I don't even use that word. And so what was it that I said back to them? It was the funniest flipping thing. I'm sitting there going, really? So I sent back, oh boy, I'm going to have to pull this up. I sent back, I can't remember ever writing. It just gets better, right? I'm
That's
like,
right.
seriously, phone. Anyway, I meant writing, but yeah, we got another laugh out of that. So anyway, point behind all that, one, it's embarrassing. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't care. We're all
Don't
humans.
take
We make
yourself
mistakes.
seriously.
We do funny things. Put it out there. It's kind of fun to play with yourself and laugh with your. Well, there you go again. That's another one I probably shouldn't say. To laugh at yourself,
Yeah.
right, and have some fun. So
And
anyway,
realize that, your customers, they want to work with somebody who's fun and just kind of, an average person. I remember this was like 10 years ago. I was leaving a voicemail message for a client or calling someone back, a prospect or something like that. I ended the call with "Love you, bye." Like, hey, it
oh my
happens. And if it hasn't happened to you, it's going to happen. But
God,
it's just, your
yeah.
life and things like that come in. So
Yeah, I
those are
think
some good
Paul
takeaways.
and I took this the show today, and sorry, Ray and, and Madison, it's almost become today's because there was no news. It's almost been SBA today, our
Our
way.
way.
We're
That's
just playing.
right.
We're just having some fun. Anyway.
Well, hey, make sure to tune in next week when hopefully there is more news that we can talk about, and we will do it again, the SBA today, our way.
Yep.
On whatever is going on next week. And I'm sure there's something exciting going on next week. We will see you next week, 2 o'clock Eastern time, here on the glorious LinkedIn network.
And guess what, Paul? I'll make
What?
sure I'm in my tennis shoes.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
See you guys.